Hey, what's up, guys? Today is Tuesday, the 20th. Me and Jackie just had a long conversation about this. Once again, I'm gonna stop wiggling this so much. And I'm not gonna stop saying I already see that happening. So today's the 20th. It's been a while. I think the last video. What was the last video we made? Sunday. Last video was Sunday. I got a horrible memory. So see, caught myself. So today, I wanted to talk about nutritional facts and the stuff that we substitute now, food-wise, that we eat different from the way we used to. So the first thing about nutrition facts that me and Jackie started, paying attention to. Well, not necessarily the nutrition facts, but what's actually in the actual food, the product itself. The main thing that we really stay away from is corn syrup. Man, when you look at that label, that stuff is in a lot of things. Corn syrup or corn syrup solids. I was drinking coffee, and the powdered creamer that I was using had corn syrup solids. And like I said, that's the stuff that's slowly killing people, and no one's mentioning that. And that's what's making a lot of health problems for a lot of people. When I looked into it, that's one of the main things that we stay away from. A lot of the things, we're not really organic people. We don't really go shop for organic stuff because, one, that stuff is really expensive here. But two, I've never really looked into it. I know it's better for you, but I don't really look into that stuff. I mean, I think we've come a long way without organic stuff. But yeah, like corn syrup it's in a lot of stuff. A lot of these healthy bars that you can grab or buy.
See, I told you.
Sorry, we're watching wrestling.
And yes, we're big kids.
Jackie wants me to
No
pause
comment.
because HBK just came out.
And if you don't know who HBK is, you need to Google it.
So anyways, that's not what matters right now. So yeah, corn syrup, that stuff's in a lot of these healthy bars. I know the fiber bars, the fiber, what are they, fiber ones? Whatever they are. Jackie brought a box of that stuff home one time, and there was a rep brought them and bought a bunch of them, and so she brought a box home, and we ate them thinking, oh yeah, they're freaking good, they're healthy, they'll do you good. And I happened to turn the box over one day, and like corn syrup was in it like 3 times, and I was like, there's nothing healthy about this bar now, because your body can't break that down, and your body has a hard time trying to break all that stuff down. And a lot of the guys, some of the guys that I work with, mentioned that, and they got mad at me because I took the boxes that I had here, I took it to work and gave it to them. Some of them ate them. Some of the guys that don't give a damn, on their health, and so they just eat it regardless. But like that, the Fiber One bars, or whatever they are, it had corn syrup in it 3 different times. And we stay away from that stuff. It's gonna be in your jellies, your what else is it's in a lot of stuff, honestly. A lot of other things that we stay away from. We try to stay away from a lot of stuff that has a lot of sugar in it. The artificial sweeteners, we stay away from those. Splenda, Sweet and Low, we don't use Equal, none of that. If we have to use sugar, we use very little of it. And for like green tea, I know Liz mentioned it on her video earlier that people put honey in green tea. That's what we do. I started putting honey in green tea. Jackie started when she started drinking it in oatmeal. When we started buying the unsweetened almond milk, I would put like a dab of honey so I can kind of wean myself off of all the sugar. and now I don't even use honey or any of that stuff, because I personally don't care for it. It's too sweet now for me. But yeah, so that's kind of the stuff that we stay away from. What else is there that we stay away from? So the nutritional facts, you know, when we go to the store and there's something that we see that says healthy, or you know, there's stuff written all over the box, you know, it's healthy for you, it does your body good. We turn it around and we look at the nutrition facts. And when we look at carbs, we keep in mind that for snacks, when we have snacks, we try to stay under 15 grams of carbs for snacks, and for meals we stay under 30 grams of carbs for meals, for like, you know, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like I said, during dinner I try to stay away from a lot of carbs. For breakfast, you know, breakfast and lunch, I usually, you know, it'll be maybe over a little bit of 30 grams, but not too much, because I personally know, you know, I can go and bust my butt to burn that stuff off. But it's the good carbs, the what do they call, complex carbs, that your body breaks down over a long period of time, you know, so you stay full longer. And the protein, you know, when I look at protein on the nutrition facts, like boiled eggs, when we eat boiled eggs in the morning, I personally eat like, I want to say it's like 4. I eat 4 or 5 in the mornings, and I think each egg has 6, like Jackie said, with the yolk. But I personally take the yolk out. That a lot of people are saying that the yolk isn't actually as bad for you anymore. It's actually good cholesterol, not the bad cholesterol. But I don't care, so I just take the yolks out. Oh man, my battery's dying. But so when we go to the stores, we turn the package around, and the first thing we look for is corn syrup, and the next thing we look at is, you know, how many grams of carbs is in it, how many protein, the sodium. When I do my personal MyFit or MyFitPal or whatever the hell that thing is called, I think everyone's sodium intake is like 2,000 milligrams. And if you don't watch your sodium, before you know it, you could have all your sodium by lunch. So that's also another big thing for a lot of people that you know, if you want to start looking at your sodium intake, I would recommend getting Mrs. Dash. That is awesome. Instagram, there's a flavor god. I haven't personally had it, but I'm gonna be looking into that pretty soon, because they also have a lot of cool flavors that look pretty good that we could use it with. But Mrs. Dash is like very, very low in sodium, and my personal assistant is bringing me a bottle now. So for Mrs. Dash, the nutrition facts: for 1/4 of a teaspoon, there's 0 grams of fat, obviously. There's 0 grams of sodium, 10 milligrams of potassium, 0 carbs, and 0 protein. So this is literally, oh shit, I can't. That's literally what we look at. All that right there is the first thing we look at. So this is what? Original blend. So if you're a lemon pepper lover, this is one you could do. And what do I do with the other? Oh, sorry, I'm sore. I just worked my shoulders out. This is extra spicy for Jackie. She's a spicy person, but this is the same thing. There's nothing in here, and she loads up on that stuff all the time. She's a hot freak. But that's, you know, that's one of the first things that we look at is carbs, protein, sodium, and the total fat. I personally am not a calorie counter. I mean, I count it to somewhat, I stay under my calories big time. I'm not a big, I don't eat a lot of food, so I know I'm under my calorie intake. Jackie counts her calories, but sometimes she says no, she don't, but she does. But we really focus on the carbs and the protein that when we go out and buy stuff, because that's a big deal. When you want to start losing weight, it depends on which way you take it. We went low carb to no carb. I mean, it's almost hard to go no carb, but low carb, we both lost a lot of weight real quick. Eat a lot of vegetables, broccoli, green beans. I know some of that stuff has minimum carbs. That's why it's low carbs. Sorry, my ear itches. But that's what we do. I'm kind of jumping all over the place. But nutrition facts is a big thing, especially the ingredients in whatever you get. You want to keep an eye on that, because just because the box or the package says healthy doesn't mean it's healthy. That's one of the main things you really got to focus on if you're watching these videos and want to start losing weight. That's the way me and Jackie take it. We still do it, and we plan on keep doing it. I know for like a piece of chocolate, man, that thing is loaded, and you don't recognize that when you're all in love with that Kit Kat bar and you want to just inhale it, because you got a sexy piece of thing just staring at you. You want to just go at it. But when you flip that bad boy and that bad boy says portion, there's two servings in that thing, and a Kit Kat bar has 40 grams of sugar. I don't know if that's the right number, but you have to times that by 2 if you eat that whole goddamn bar, because you just ate 2 servings. And that's the other thing. When you read the nutrition facts, it says servings on that package. I don't know if you can see that. It's like right there. And it says, for this little bottle right here, it says serving about 101 servings. So, when you get a thing, when you grab whatever product you grab, you got to look at the serving size, because it'll tell you 2 ounces, 4 ounces, and you got to really pay attention, because before you know it, you could be, serving you an amount, but it's actually like 4 or 5 servings. And that's one of the main things that I had to focus on, because I would just open a can and pour it on my plate thinking, oh man, it only has 10 grams of carbs. No, I didn't realize that's 4 servings in that goddamn can. So I was eating 40 grams of carbs. So that's another thing you got to really pay attention to, is the portion size, serving size on the product you grab, whether it's seasoning, meats, whatever. So yeah, you really got to pay attention to that label. It's a stupid label. I know they took forever to put those bad boys on there, and that's why the companies are fighting it, because they know how bad their products are, and they're fighting it because they don't want you to know that. So that's why it's really important to look at that label, because it'll tell you a lot about their product. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I don't know why. My throat's getting dry. More of my Texas hat, even though they got toe up. So the Astros. So, yeah, sorry to go off topic. What was the other thing? Oh, yeah. So stuff that we changed out. Oh, another thing. I know, like I said, I'm bouncing around all over the place. You have to really be careful on your fruits. And I'm not picking on anybody. But you really have to be careful on how much fruit you intake, because fruits is loaded with sugars, and a lot of people don't know that. I mean, you could eat a lot of fruit and thinking, oh man, this is healthy as can be. and it's really not. When you go to HEB, or I'm sorry, not HEB, but you go to the grocery store and you buy a bag of grapes, and I do it all the time. I still do it to this day. I go in there, I bring it home, and I sit on the couch and I hold the bag, and I'm sitting there just eating it like popcorn, not realizing that those things are very, very, sweet, and they're loaded with sugars, and a lot of fruit has a bunch of carbs too. So what? So hey, Liz is snapping me right now. Speaking of her, hold on, my wonderful wife wants to make a cameo appearance.
So what we do personally, mostly me because he won't do it, if we do that where we go and buy grapes, we'll buy them, and then right when we get home, I'll look up and see, or read it on the label and see what the serving size is and how much carbs and sugars is in that. And so for example, if it says the serving size is a cup and that's 30 carbs and 15 sugars, well, I know that what we're going to be eating our grapes for is as a snack, so it needs to be under 15. So I'll measure out half a cup and put it in little individual baggies and I'll put on a piece of tape with permanent marker, half a cup, 15 carbs or whatever, and then measure them all out, separate them all, wash them all, put them all in their little baggies with their little tape, and then put them in the fridge. That way when we go for a snack or when we're packing our lunch, we literally just have to grab that one little bag, and we don't overeat. And yes, I do measure every single thing out. We measure, we weigh it, however you need to get the right serving size for that food, then we do that accordingly. And that is the biggest thing. Like, you really have to measure it. And like, yes, it seems tedious to have to get your little measuring cups out every single time for every little thing, but it's so much easier. And then once you get used to, after doing it for so long, you'll get used to about what size, half a cup is and a cup or whatever. And like, if you're at work, for a lot of girls who, sit at a desk like me, when people bring in stuff, or, y'all have a party or whatever, and like if there's a potluck, like, yeah, you still want to eat stuff, so yes, I still eat, and I just try and pick out the healthier stuff and make sure that when I put a serving on my plate, it's about the size of half a cup or whatever it needs to be at. But
you just get used to it. And on my point of view, I used to make fun of her all the time, but it actually comes in real handy, because when you go to the fridge and you see everything that you buy is in little Ziploc bags, it comes in handy because you don't overeat, and you just go in there, grab the bag, and you're on. And when I pack my lunch, I'm just like one bag or whatever, whether it's celery, grapes. We're not a real big fruit person anymore, but you go there, you grab the bag, and you put it in your box, or your bag or whatever, and it comes in real handy. So that comes in real handy with fruit, because like I said, you can make a smoothie and just load it with delicious sweet grapes that you just bought, and it'll be sweet, you'll love it, but you're not realizing how bad, how much sugar you're putting actually in that thing. You can go to the mall and go to a smoothie factory and go get you one of those smoothies, because this is about the same thing. But yeah, you got to be real careful on fruits.
And it is still okay to have some fruit. I mean, we both have fruit every day, but
I got a pile of oranges sitting over there, and I'm about to sit there and tear up.
After I'm about to say this,
yeah, she's getting a lecture.
So what we try and keep in mind for fruit is you just don't want to have too much of it. So you don't want to have a serving size of 3 different kinds of fruit all in one sitting, because yes, it is healthy, and yes, there are healthier sugars. It's still sugars. And just like, protein, you should only have a certain amount of protein per meal, which I'm pretty sure is 30 grams. I mean, I can look that up if anybody's interested, but I'm pretty sure it's 30 grams per meal. That's all that your body can absorb. If you eat any more protein than that, it's just going to get stored, because your muscles can only absorb so much, and that so much is, I believe, 30. And so anything past that, it's just getting stored as fat, because your body has nowhere else to store it. So with fruits, we try to keep in mind to not eat it after 2, because that still gives you all day to burn it, since it is a sugar. Granted, he just said he's going to eat a fruit right now.
I'm not. Trust me.
But
I
we
just
normally try and stick with that. That way, like me personally, I have a very strict eating schedule at work. I literally eat at certain times of the day. And I always eat my fruit as my morning snack, which is at 10 to 10:30. That way I have all day to burn it, even though I'm sitting at a desk. I have all day to burn it, and then I have the gym, when we go to the gym, and then still that evening. And then my afternoon snack is celery and peanut butter, because celery is a vegetable, and it's like basically water, kind of. Or it's like mostly water or something. And then peanut butter is, yes, peanut butter is like kind of high in fat. But it does have a lot of protein in it, and it's along the same lines as people having like nuts, some sort of nut. Like I used to take almonds for a snack because, yes, again, it's high in fat, but it has protein in it. And so another thing that like we learned at NutriShop, when they'll do a meal plan for you, if you go in and talk to them, anyone can go in and, you know, just say, hey, I'm trying to lose weight, and they'll go over a meal plan for you. And they'll tell you, you know,
they'll break it all down to you and tell you, you know, what you can eat. They give you a list. Yeah, we don't need to go on with that.
But yeah, so like, I mean, that's how I break mine down. Always try to have your fruit as early as possible in the day.
And speaking of which, if y'all have any questions for Jackie, I'm pretty sure she don't mind y'all asking her questions.
I don't.
On my YouTube channel. But, you know, she can get a lot of information because she does work for a doctor's office, so she can get a lot of more detailed, you know, information if y'all want. But that's basically how we look at everything from now on out. Oh, the things we substitute. I know I'm already getting at 22 minutes, but pretty basic. You know, we don't do ground beef. I had a burger at Chili's the other day, Jackie's Burger from Chili's the other day, and that thing was greasy. I mean, I can't eat ground beef. We can't eat ground beef anymore because that damn thing was greasy. So, like ground beef, we substituted with chicken, with turkey. We just had turkey burgers right now. Things were awesome. And, you know, instead of the buns, I went and bought lettuce wraps. You know, wrap that bad boy up in some lettuce and eat it. You know, instead of sugar, use honey. Instead of flour, use whole wheat flour. You know, they're saying that's a lot more healthy. That's a lot healthier for you now. You know, I was eating spaghetti. I was eating the whole wheat. You know, but even I wasn't even eating a lot of that because that's loaded with carbs. But what else do we switch with? You know, we eat steak. You know, but you know, not as much. Pork chops, you know, we eat that very few now, you know, on occasion. You know, probably, I think it's been, what, a couple months since we had pork chops. You know, we keep it real lean meats. If you go to NutriShop, they can help you out. They got a list of everything you can do. You know, for a lot of people here in Austin, you know, or the surrounding area, y'all can go give them a holler. They can break stuff down for you. But like condiments, you know, I don't do ketchup. I don't do syrup for y'all pancake lovers. They got sugar free, but still, you know, you gotta read the back of that bottle. No mayo. We use mustard. I'm a big mustard person now. When it comes to sandwiches, you know, when I go to Subway, I'll use mustard. No mayo. Eat pickles. I'm not hardcore on pickles like I used to be. They're loaded. That's a lot of sodium. I'm trying to think. Jackie's a hot sauce person. You know, hot sauce is good for you. Not good for you, but you know, it's
a lot of sodium.
It's you know, it's better than ketchup and all that other good stuff. So that's a couple of things that we substitute. You know, our meats, we do it real lean. You know, and I'm not gonna sit here and say we're the leanest. We eat the leanest and all that. Yes, we do have our cheat days or meals. You know, there's times where the weekends got away from us. You know, we're all human. You know, we all break away from you know, eating right, but when you have a goal in mind and you start seeing results, then you have to consider, if I still eat bad, I won't see results anymore. Jackie's bringing me chocolate. This is the chocolate we get, the dark chocolate, the 86, whatever the hell that word is, cacao or caw or whatever. I don't know. Cacao. Randy knows about that.
That's for the baby.
Yeah, that's for the baby. So yeah, so you gotta stay focused. You gotta fight through temptations. Gotta leave all that stuff alone. It's good. Trust me, I know. I get those cravings all the time, but I fight through it. I get pizza cravings all the freaking time. I'm like a pregnant woman. I get pizza cravings like every day, and you just gotta fight through it. It's hard. I wish it was easy, like I was saying, but Jackie's seeing results, and she don't want to stop. I keep seeing results. I'm about to post a picture on Facebook that's a back to back of me and Jackie, and yeah, we took that picture and we were like, oh man, we were some biggins. But I'm telling you, when you start seeing results, it gets addicting. But like the guy NutriShop Alan says, man, you're never happy with where you're at. Jackie's now starting to see that. I'm still seeing that. I'm still mad. I'm not where I want to be. I still got a lot of manteca on me. Manteca, fat. Right here. Still got a lot of pudge. I need to, a lot of it is skin. It's just building up. But, I'm not happy with where I am. I may look like I'm sculpting a little bit, but I'm not happy. And honestly, I still don't know a lot about this game. And there's a lot that I don't know. There's a lot Jackie don't know, and we're figuring it out. I got a lot of people I can talk to about it. I appreciate that. If you're watching this video, I appreciate everything y'all help me with. Sending love. God dang, I'm at 10% now. So just want to say shout out to Carlos. He's out there busting his butt still, and we didn't have a bad week. He lost a pound. But when we tweak it, we're gonna keep going. We're not stopping. There's no obstacles. We all have our bad days, our good days, our great days. We're gonna keep going. Jackie's going. My brother, I think, is still going. Liz is still going. And anybody on Facebook that's following me, that's seeing this, appreciate it. I know y'all are getting tired of seeing my videos, and like I say, I honestly don't care. Y'all can make fun of this all y'all want. Nothing's gonna hurt me, honestly. But awesome coworkers. Jackie has some bad coworkers. Showing love to her and me. Through pictures and videos. One of them came up and gave me a high five today. That was pretty cool. I don't even know her. But Vicky, if you're watching this, appreciate it. I'm sorry I don't know you like that, but you're pretty cool. Thank you for giving me a high five. But anyways, appreciate everyone out there showing us love. Jackie's side of the family, her mom, my mom, my dad, all my relatives. Appreciate it, and all my friends. People I've been running into. Appreciate it. If y'all ever need questions, just hit me up. Facebook message. My cell phone's on there. I'm shaking my head too much. My number's on there. Hit me up, text, whatever. Just don't call me at work because I'm not gonna answer it. But yeah, appreciate all the love and support. If you're watching this, hit share. Get the word out. You never know who can need useful information. If you're thinking about starting a journey, just go. Just start with it. I just. Granted, with my reasons, but at one point I told myself, okay, I'm starting now, and this is gonna be the day. And I kept going. Jackie did the same thing. There's other people that are doing it. You got to get your butt up off the couch and do it. I'm on my couch because I already worked out. But just get up, do it, try it. If you need any questions, got any questions, just hit us up. Don't be scared. Hit the like. I think it's over here, if I get this right. If you like it, thumbs down. If you didn't, if it was boring and you didn't watch it all. But leave comments, whatever you want. You know, we'll get to it. I still can't verify my YouTube channel. I verified it so I can make longer videos, but I can't comment on anybody's thing. So I'm sorry. I'm trying to understand this YouTube thing, but I appreciate everyone. You need any questions, you know, you can put them on here, comment, you know, like I said, thumbs up. I'll put my social media, and I'll put Jackie's, but she don't ever get on social media. She's boring. She works all day. So, but appreciate it. Cupcake didn't want to say hello. She didn't bark. The kitty's asleep. I can't turn the thing around. So, appreciate it. It's gonna be 9 o'clock here, so we got stuff to do. Appreciate it. Hit the like if you like it. Deuces.